little.
The Wizards had a hot start to this game, exploding early and creating a lead for themselves on the back of some great defense, as you can see here. The shaky start for Utah might have come from the nerves of being the first game of the day, but nonetheless Washington took advantage and scored a lot of transition points in the opening minutes. For the Wizards, point guard Demon JT combined well with Boo Painter aka Shump. They ran the pick and roll well and they got some nice baskets off of that, and just generally I think they played well off each other in this game. While those two featured heavily, they still managed to get their other teammates involved. Jin split the ball handling duties with JT more as the game progressed. As you can see here, the Wizards did run a 5-out isolation a number of times, especially with Jin handling the ball, as he proved he could both distribute to his teammates and get to the rim himself. Playing at the power forward position, Boo Painter, who's better known as Shump in the Prime community, really had himself a good game. He dominated in a lot of different aspects of the game and showed his offensive versatility, capable of creating his own space as well as working in with his teammates. He did some good work on the boards and was a monster under the basket, putting his inside scoring skills to good use. Not only could he score though, he showed flashes of playmaking as he hit open men from down low and also made his own shot off the dribble and got to the basket. However, despite their good start, they gradually lost momentum and allowed Utah to come back and take the win in this game. While their offense wasn't too bad, it was their defense that really let them down, and I feel like it was ultimately the reason why they lost this game. At the same time though, rotations and communication are definitely something that can be worked on, so expect Coach P-Cross to have them working better on that end of the floor in week 1 of the regular season. Just a nice little play I want to talk about here. As you can see, Gilly gets the ball in the corner and drives in. He dishes out to Reese the God, who also attempts a drive. When he gets stopped, he simply dishes back out to Gilly, who's moved out to the mid-range area and who gets the jumper to go. Moving over to the Utah offense, they did a good job running the spread pick and roll and got themselves a lot of baskets as a result. They also changed up the personnel, although that didn't impact the result. Compete doing a good job either hitting his open teammate or getting to the basket himself.
Ryan Little.
They also ran their offense really efficiently, and while their whole team shot the ball quite effectively, Jay Smoove had himself a really successful time. He got to the basket off the dribble and also received the ball off backdoor cuts, finishing well around the rim throughout this game. Going back to a point I mentioned earlier, the Wizards struggled on defense, and as the game progressed, Utah were able to capitalize. They took full advantage of the Wizards' lack of communication and got themselves a lot of easy baskets off of backdoor cuts and wide open layups. They also did a good job moving the ball, which was definitely a lot of fun to watch. As a team, they played very unselfishly, and the willingness to make the extra pass complemented their dribble drive offense perfectly, which may have been one of the reasons why they ended this game as the winners. One play that the Jazz ran particularly well in this game was the double screen. While the basic idea remained the same, they ran a slight variation each time. Sometimes Compete would go around the screen, one player would cut and the other would spot up. Other times Compete would attack the basket and both players would spot up around the perimeter. This is a nice play and it seemed to have worked well for them, and I'm looking forward to seeing if they continue running it coming into the regular season. Another simple but effective play here that comes out of the sideline out of bounds. Deeds inbounds to Mr. Slaughter in the corner and then cuts to the basket before receiving the return pass and getting the and one to go. Another nice play here which starts with Compete on the wing with the ball and all the other players dotted around the perimeter. The big on the wing and the player at the top set screens for him, and he goes around to end up at the top with the ball. This creates a lot of space for him, and he can get the simple drive to the basket and the easy layup to go. Anyways, that's going to wrap up this video. I really hope you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to let me know in the comment section or by dropping a like. Also, be sure to check out both the Jazz and the Wizards on Twitter. I'll leave the links in the description. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future content, and I'll see you all next time.